You want to see some 99X shows? We list all of them on our soundboard at 99x.com. How about the Jerry Cantrell I Want Blood tour, February the 15th? That's going to be a good show at the Buckhead Theater. Foster the People Paradise State of Mind tour. That's February 28th at the Tabernacle. And Barnes, I know you're all over this. Gary Clark Jr.
Oh, yeah.
March the 4th at the Eastern. You can just find out more. Go to 99x.com soundboard.
Breaking news from TikTok, the social media app, saying it is in the process of restoring service after going dark for more than 170 million American users.
TikTok is back. So I like TikTok. I like it. I had a slightly good experience, wouldn't you say?
So we all had a scare over the weekend if you're a TikToker, if you're not into TikTok. And there are a lot of people that are just silent TikTokers. They don't participate. They just watch.
I mean, you've got your favorite cat videos, dog videos, influencers.
I love me some TikTok. But wow, what a dramatic weekend.
It was pretty dramatic.
And what's weird is I was on the Titanic when it went down. So I was on my phone. It was 11 when it went down for me. And I was just scrolling. And then I couldn't scroll. It was like a scroll dead end.
And then did you get the pop-up?
I did. So I'm like, wait. And it was a very genuine reaction. I'm like trying to put, I'm like pushing, and I close the app, open the app, and it's like, wah, sorry, lights out.
And then I had to find out by being on another app that it was back.
You started seeing, but did you start seeing, how did you know it was gone? Because you're not on late at night, right?
No, I found out the next morning that it was gone. And then, less than 24 hours, I saw on Instagram that it was back, and I texted you.
Well, this is all a big sham, first of all, in my opinion.
What do you mean?
Well, we're going to break it down.
Okay, break it down for us, Barnes.
So, first of all, on TikTok, I just opened my TikTok back up.
Is this a Barnes Tech Corner?
Nah, I mean, it could be. If you go in now to your settings, I do like this. If you go to the little burger menu up at the very top, and you go down to settings and privacy on your app, and do this later, obviously, if you're driving. But there's a new thing called content preferences. And if you go into manage topics, look here at my phone, you can take a category. Look, Leslie, you can take a category and push a slider like one way or the other.
Is this your regular settings on your phone?
It's not, no, this is in TikTok.
Oh, in TikTok. Okay.
So like you can, like I took dance and moved it all the way to the left. Fashion and beauty all the way to the left.
Oh, I need to do that.
And then that's going to help curate your feed a little better if you're in, something about, I was talking with my daughter about this over the weekend. There's just something different about TikTok. I don't know what it is when you compare it to Instagram Reels. It's just not, it's funnier, I think.
Oh, I think so too.
And a lot of cool music stuff.
I think so too.
Anyway, so that content thing came from it. But all the sleuths, were getting involved and going through like what happened and this happened and that happened. And then all of a sudden Trump just saves the day. You think that just happened in 14 hours? There's no way. So the weird stuff that's going on. Remember a few weeks ago when Zuckerberg went and met with Trump?
I remember that. Yeah, of course.
At Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing, so when TikTok returns, the CEO of TikTok, it no longer says CEO. It just has his name. Okay? And he still has his check.
Okay.
Facebook shows up with a verified account, which, okay. And then you see on Facebook a way to connect your TikTok account. Okay. This ban, I think, was a promotional stunt just to server swap and move from their servers to Meta servers.
I think I'm following you.
And then you have all these, like, here's this one dude that's, just one of many who were also thinking along the same paths.
Wow.
All right, so call me crazy, but I'm about 90% sure that Meta and TikTok have worked some deal out together. But you can now link your TikTok to Facebook. You can use Facebook to log into TikTok. Facebook has created a TikTok which has a very interesting description in their bio. Something's not right.
And now code, some of the people who've dug into the code are saying it's coming from a Facebook server farm in North Carolina.
What a sleuth.
Which, remember, the rules were they needed to divest, I think, 50% to an American company?
Yeah, I think it was 50 or over, right?
We all thought it was going to be Musk for a minute there at the end because, he's obviously tight with Trump. But, Trump comes out boasting, TikTok's back and I took care of you. This whole thing is so suspicious.
Are you saying it's orchestrated?
I think we're going to all of a sudden hear that it's part of Facebook, part of Meta.
Oh.
Somehow, Zuckerberg has figured out that's what I think. I mean, it could be way off, but why all of a sudden, and there's this big mass banning of the Facebook TikTok account that you have. Have you seen that where they're like, go and unfollow or block it right now so you don't get any of their content?
Yeah, well, I've also seen don't post for a week.
Right, well, I mean, okay. And then you can't...
Well, you saw that, though, right?
Yeah,
a lot of artists are doing that. Okay.
But now you have the whole log into TikTok with your Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's just...
So it's come full circle.
Freaking. Or now, is there going to be some announcement now that says... I'm sure they're waiting to get past everything, yesterday with the inauguration and all that. It was just enough, because it was down 14 hours.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's just... I mean, I'm glad that it's going to, probably stay. But now do we need Facebook running one more thing that they monopolize?
Well, that's where the conflict comes in.
Yeah, and
of the complete monopoly. But Barnes, I like my dog videos, and I've said that over and over. I'm not joking.
Yeah, the 14 hours away, it was good to get away from stuff like this. Okay, I'm all for saving Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt. Can we just give them money and not make it that the world has to stream her music for them to get paid?
Also helping Leighton Meister.
Let's do a favor and just cut to the chase. If you want to donate to Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt, let's pay to stop playing this.
Be in my head all day, Barnes.
I hope not. That is some of the
Barnes.
worst music I've ever heard in my head. Anyway, let's see what happens. I think we're going to get some big announcement a few days later that's like, oh, Zuckerberg and Facebook have come. I think that was a server swap. 14 hours, that was totally a political / promotional stunt.
Sneaky peek.
Something's happening.